my God! Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm! Wait. Everybody calm down!
Help!
Here. Oh, take my hand. Ah, come on. You're gonna fall unless you take my hand.
No, give me your other hand.
Oh, my other hand isn't strong enough. You take my little hand.
No, get it away from me.
Take it. Take my hand.
The Bogan force is too strong upon us. Our spirit is broken.
The Bogan is strong with you, but not nearly strong enough.
I am Lord Darth Vader, First Knight of the Sith, and right hand to His Eminence Prince Esper Valorum, the Master of the Bogan.
Let's see how you go with a can of beer on your exhaust pipe, mate.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, Chili's baby back rib. I want my baby Chili's baby back rib.
Barbecue sauce.
I want my baby back, Chili's baby back rib. I want my baby Chili's baby back rib.
Barbecue sauce.
I got my baby back ribs.
Barbecue sauce.
That's
unreal.
Why is his little hand stronger? That doesn't make any sense. Wouldn't it be the normal hand would be stronger?
Because no, that's his hand. His little hand. Have you not seen that movie?
Doesn't make any, I've seen it. Just doesn't make sense. It's tiny and decrepit.
Yeah. Well, you know, I think it's about willpower.
Oh, I see.
Willpower. Did you get that, Will?
Ching.
Stop talking, Rob. Rob, you're not allowed to talk for the whole episode.
Rob has been walking around like the cock of the walk ever since he scored the #1. How did you do it, Rob? How?
No, I'm not telling you my secrets.
I think I know how you did it, by the way, but I just wanted to see if you. Rob was in the. Not in the backstage of the show. I would never do that to you. But he was in a DM group asking questions about things, you know. Just saying.
Just be better, guys. It's all
I'm just saying there might be a little bit of insider trading happening. Schemes and scams, exactly.
I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea.
Of course, Camel, because you don't know anything else apart from your orbit.
Well, yeah, but that's the moon is pretty good orbit. I see a lot of things.
Spill it. All right. Okay. Do I spill it, Rob?
Well, you don't know what you're talking about, so
I'll say this. Rob had access to a preview of the campaign.
So did
that's how he got the first spot to buy. Okay, because he was a cheater. All right, I got it.
What are you talking about, Bancroft? He's such a liar.
Perth says if Rob had access to a preview page, he may have been able to order it faster. Yeah, we don't hide the fudge here, Rob.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Schemes and scams.
I think he did share that link around, though. So, yeah. Still, totally schemes and scams. Let me say hello to some people here in the chat. We've got 35. Thank you, everyone, for turning up. Steve says first. Sorry, buddy. When you do that on Late Night with Comicsgate, we don't do that here. This is the draw stream. Look, Rob's in the chat blaming me. Bretsky the Great's here. Ialda Schneely, David Feed. Always great to see David on these draw streams. Rezikai. He says, I don't know why I'm here, but I'm CG and I'm awake and lonely. Sounds like you, Rob.
Yes.
We got John here, Perth. B Rose in the house. I'll say hello to Jaro, who's kicking ass out there with the art. Maybe we could get Jaro on here one of these days. Is that you, Camel? Clicky clack when you Jeff. Why do you have such a loud keyboard?
So I know it's happening. Otherwise, it's light. It's a good click. It's like a typewriter. It's like a 1930s typewriter.
It is. It's what it sounds like.
I'll
we
show
got
you.
no
Look.
bigs. Mo Biggs in the house. Hal Mo. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Awesome. Love it. Arthur Line. And I'll also say hello to Courtney. But we got to get on with the show here. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us here. Darren says Jaro is nasty. Yeah, Dr. James. Yeah, I can hear that typewriter. What is Camel typing? He's typing an email or something.
No, I'm just switching between keys so I can draw.
Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. Aerith, you can't spell scam without Rob, without R-O-B. Yeah, Mo says, now it makes sense how the slowest man in CG got first. Where is Rob? What happened? He left?
He's embarrassed. God,
so I'm trying to talk with two different artists at once about Replicator stuff. And I just can't focus on you, Mike, for 2 minutes. Okay, sorry. Just deal with it.
Are you that much of a glutton for punishment that you want two guys to deny you at once, Rob? Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
At least I can get denied by two guys, Camel.
That's nothing that I need to be proud of.
I don't know if that's the sick burn, bro.
Good one, buddy. Oh my god.
Oh shit. Trevor Wright says that's his wheelchair buttons. Argonape says, but it's so thick. Is Bancroft bragging about Rod again? No, but I thought you would make that assumption. I don't know if you can see this. Let me zoom in on it. Does anyone recognize this enamel, this sexy enamel pin I've pinned to my hat? Do you know what that is, cool, Camel? Yeah, it is cool. It's like it reminded me of your pin. It's in this. It's the same quality. You know, it's got those cool, little clasps on the back.
I don't remember. I remember in the Grinch. It's Still Christmas. You know, they glued that antler to the dog's head so that he could become Rudolph. That's
yeah. I don't know. I haven't read the thing, but I got a package today. Gremlington. What's the CG origin of hail as a greeting?
It's derivative of Heil. And as we're all Nazis here.
No.
Oh, sorry. That's what I've been telling people.
Could have stemmed from War Campaign, but I don't know. We've just always done it. Nolan Lockhart has it. Yes, it is cryptidnals. That's why I said it's so thick. Arrogant. Yeah, 6x6 rep, and I'm talking about this book. It's so thick. It's a massive.
That's what she said.
Well, that's why I put in the head. That's why I put in the thumbnail. I'm trying to get the algorithm to pick it up so that people can come and look at us. James Max, it's because Ethan was Caesar. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Hail predates War Campaign. I accept. I didn't really remember. Yeah, check out this. Hang on, let me go full screen.
I don't have mine yet. That's some bullshit. You don't get stuff before me. It's not how things work.
The quality of print, just like everything I'm getting these days, is so high. The quality.
Yeah.
The graphic design is immaculate. A secret war of monsters is about to begin. And there you go.
Oh, that looks
I really dig this style. Yeah, it's cool. It's like
kind of manga.
Baby back ribs.
It's I don't know how to describe it. I mean, it's really fitting. No, it's not manga. It's really fitting for the subject. It's all about these monsters and stuff. So I got the 2 copies. So I got that one, and this was both of these actually 2 of my favorite covers.
Oh, that's it. I've got some shit to open. I'm gonna go get it.
It looks kind of like God, was it Edward Gorey? You know him?
No. Are you talking about like horror pulps?
He was an artist who did a lot of stuff. And he had like a real pen and ink style, and he would do these almost Tim Burton-esque illustrations. 30, 40 years ago, but maybe longer. He was a pretty well-known artist.
I really dig the sort of novel pulp typography on the front as well. So there's two massive thick books. I don't know how many pages. Actually, I think I do. It's 120 pages. I think I remember that. Check this out, Camel. You'll like this. Rob, he isn't a man of sophistication like you and I. Hang on. Why am I not showing it? Okay.
Yeah.
So you get this cool cryptidnals.
Oh, that's sweet.
Moments thing.
That's cool. What is that?
I'm like, what is that? Yeah, I'm like, what is this? It's a nice sort of shiny-ish paper. And then I open it up carefully, trying not to break it. And it's a whole bunch of Polaroids.
Oh, okay.
So instead of prints, you get these Polaroids as if you've been out there, like snapping.
That's really cool. How did they do that?
I don't know, but they're super high quality. Like this is actually Polaroid. No, it's a print, obviously. This is Polaroid fabric, and I don't know if this is printed or written. It looks written.
Clearly, they just went outside at nighttime and took some photos of some cryptids.
I don't think that's the case because this is clearly art, but it's got the spot UV on the thing, so it's shiny.
You
can see that. Really.
Can I see?
I remember them talking about this. It's just it's like a Polaroid.
Oh, it's like an actual Polaroid. Oh, that's dope. Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, rad. I remember them talking about this, and I didn't really. I mean, I knew I was going to get some Polaroids, but I didn't know, like how cool it would be. And it comes in this cool little case, and
you're like, I thought it was going to be of a sad, tied up woman, but. Unfortunately, that wasn't all right.
All right, let's check out what else I got. There's so much stuff with these guys. And I did promise Oliver, actually, I promised Harry that if I got when I received it, I would show them off on stream. So
is Harry the one who ran through the wall like the Kool-Aid man?
Happy Harry hard on. Okay, so look at this, right?
Arrogant Ape's got a question for you. He goes, Bancroft, will we get Rod Polaroids on your next campaign? Close-ups of the Rod?
I'll have to talk to Rod about that. Yeah.
Dude, you're going to have to do some sort of Rod tchotchke. Like an inanimate carbon Rod tchotchke.
That would be for Fractured Mind. But check this out, Rod. Check this out, Rod. Look at that.
Oh, nice.
Double-sided. Don't like this one? Put on this one.
What if I like both of them? What do I do then?
And you're up shit creek.
I too. Buy another.
That's a piece, Bancroft. Not that one. Turn it around. That other one. That is an absolute banger.
Really good coloring. It's Preston Acevedo, I think.
Yeah.
Who
colored it? Did he color it as well?
Maybe Oliver. Yeah, I can see an O in there, so it's probably Oliver coloring.
Man, I need to talk to him about a job.
I've been singing Oliver's praises for so long.
Not once have you mentioned Oliver.
Oh, God. So I've got a comic. So the other one was a big, thick graphic novel, 120 pager. This is a floppy comic, and that's cool. Like, because that's that sort of scratchy style of the painted cover. It's called Apocryphal, and it's like a
who's that, Mike? Do you know who that is?
Is that Slender Man?
Yeah, good job. Well done.
I've watched Conan. I know the Slender Man. Yeah, I don't know who these are.
Elder Schnelly says, "I wish it was Rod instead of Rob." Tisk tisk.
Well, Rod is starting to stream now. Everyone make sure you are subscribed to Rod Looper's YouTube because he's streaming Drawing Fractured Mind. Look at that. So you got some layouts. So there you go. That's cool. This is, I don't know. I can't remember how much I paid for this, but this is a lot of stuff. So
that's one of the things I really like about CG. It seems a lot of the time people are trying to go above and beyond with what they're doing, like with their books. Sometimes it might not work, but everyone's at least putting the effort in. I think it's really good to see.
So I got another book called Man Dog Unleashed. That's that book that we saw the print of. And I can see now. Yeah, it looks like it is. I mean, I can just check. I'm sure they have it written on the thing here. So, colors.
You're doing your best to avoid drawing, mate.
I know. And there you go. Bit of it. No, I promised I would show this off. It's really cool stuff. Right,
Wait,
so
go back. I want to see it again. Go back. Just show me that again.
There's the interiors. Oh, hang on. There's colors as well. I didn't realize.
Oh,
and then there's a black and white as well, like a grayscale.
Oh, okay. That's what I was looking at. All right.
Yeah.
B Rose says, "F off, Rob. Ollie's coloring Cerebra, not for long."
Really nice. Okay, so there's that, and then there's a little book, which also has a really nice feel to it. It's called Monster Moments.
That's really cool.
And Tantibus Personae. Oh, and look, it's got a QR code. You can listen to some stuff while you read this.
That's sweet.
And look, and it's just about. Is it about cryptids? I think it's about cryptids, just all the different kinds and.
What is a cryptid? Is it like a monster?
Mm-hmm. A cryptid is all the different kinds of things out there. Ghouls and
like boogeymen,
werewolves,
like
and boogeymen.
My favorite is the goat man.
Like the Mothman is a cryptid, and in Australia we've got the Yowie.
Oh,
why are you laughing? Don't you laugh at our Australian ways, all right?
We've already scared enough people off from coming here. Do we really need to make up another monster?
I don't think it's real, but the Aborigines believe in all that stuff. They believe in devils and stuff, demons. Right.
Malin says the Kangaroo Man. Yes,
the Kangaroo Man. And looky. Hang on a sec. I got something extra special that no one else got. I don't know if you remember this, but when the 656 guys were on the show, they did a raffle, and they raffled off a bunch of books that they had. And who was one of the winners? This guy.
Yeah, and you accused me of cheating.
Paid off judges.
Gore Shriek, Delectus 2020. And it looks very gory. I'm not sure what it is, but
it's like a compilation or something. I mean,
it's like a compilation book by the looks of it.
Yeah.
An early offering, perhaps, from some of the guys in 656. Oh, it looks like some human centipede stuff.
Ugh.
No.
Ryan says, when is the next Roo hunting with Rob? If Malin does post Kangs tomorrow, it'll be then. If not, I don't know.
Thank you, 656, for this delectable package that I received from you. I'm very impressed, and when I find some time to squeeze in some reading, I'll let you know what I think.
Can we? Yeah, there we go. Beautiful. Mm-hmm.
Antoine likes the form factor. We've got Cryptidnals in the house. There you are. He says you're very welcome. Keep it up, guys. And we'll be having those guys on the 2nd, I think, 2nd of June for Dead Stop. Tour of Terror, I believe.
That sounds cool.
I think it's a follow-up to the first one. But correct me if I'm wrong on that one. The Undead Border.
I wonder if Malin wants to come in here and do some drawing.
He was hanging out. We were just chatting, Jeremy and I, with Murph in the chat.
Oh yeah, nice.
And he was in there drawing, not showing anything, just drawing. He wasn't on the show. He says, "Yes, sir, it is." Yes, there you go, excellent. I'm sick of drawing. I'm gonna do some coloring again.
Oh, awesome. Mm. Get Harry on now to talk about the sign up.
If Harry wants to jump on for 10 minutes to chat about the sign up, he can do that.
10 minutes? I would have given him 3.
Okay.
I don't know. It might be too late for him. What's the best? What's the best Twitter account to send it to? I don't know. He might not want to come on. If he wants to come on, put the what Twitter thing you want me to send the link to, and I will. I've got that baby back ribs in my head.
Morphe says that's why 2 men always refuse you, Rob. I like the angle you've got on that mic, Camel. It blocks the majority of your face, like Batman.
Like that?
Uh-oh.
I think
what?
people would know
Uh-oh.
immediately if I was Batman.
Can you
They'd
say
be
it?
like,
Batman?
I'm Batman.
I'm Batman.
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, Tara, can you imagine if that's how Batman talks?
I'd be like, Rob, you're a loser.
I might have to restart my computer. It's not allowing me to share again.
Oh,
It's doing that
yes.
stupid thing.
Rob is in control, everyone.
Oh boy.
Bye-bye, Mike's channel. What can we
That's
do
it.
in 5 minutes?
I'll be back in 5 minutes. Can you please not get my channel struck? Whatever.
Oh,
the fuck you're
N-bombs.
doing.
Those are good. If we drop N-bombs.
Yeah,
in
no
one channel.
N-bombs.
I also
no
porn.
N-bombs.
Porn. N-bombs
No.
in porn.
No.
Kitty porn.
Who should I invite to the show while Bancroft's gone? Look, he's going to have heart palpitations in a second.
He's going to lose it.
He's going all white. Look how
Hold
white
on.
his
I
skin
know what
going.
to do. I know what to do.
Oh, I'm going to share
leave you
this
with
while.
Ladies and gentlemen, I told you so. I told you. Yes.
Bancroft, you're going down. I got what listens.
See, I can stop that. I just outmaneuvered
Good job.
Bancroft.
Well
Thanks,
done.
man.
We're all
Did
excited.
you? I don't know if you caught this, Camel. You did catch some of this launch, didn't you? This was absolutely insane.
I did. It was very impressive. I was
Craziness.
Yeah, I was watching a movie with my wife, but I would check on my phone every 40 minutes or so to see how things were going. Yeah, I mean, nailed it. Knocked it right out of the park.
Amazing. 285 backers, nearly $26,000. Second day in.
Yeah,
absolutely crazy.
We're gonna have to bring it up on the video game show for sure.
Oh yeah, awesome. So if you, I'm sure you guys, everyone in chat's pretty much backed it, but if you haven't, go have a look at it. The interior pages, I was saying to Crackhead, I almost think that this is one of those cases where the interior pages are so good, I'd almost put them like right up here at the top so people see it. But like this
It
page
doesn't take far to scroll before you see them, though. It's not like they're hidden.
Yeah. But look at this page. This is an absolute banger.
Yeah, very good.
Voyager wants to know what movie you watched, Camel. What was it?
We watched Top Gun. And
The new
my
one?
wife, no, the
Oh,
original.
the old one.
She
Okay.
had never seen it.
What?
And we probably couldn't be 40 minutes in. And she's like, this is the gayest fucking movie I've ever seen. I was like, I know. And she's like, I don't understand. And I was like, you have to realize, like, there was nothing like it forever. Like, this was the #1 action romance movie that you would go on, see on a date, whatever, for 15, 20 years. But it's the gayest fucking movie ever. And she's like, and there's no story. I was like, yeah. I was like, they made them different back then. They didn't really care too much about like actual like narratives. And she's like, I just don't understand how it was so popular. And I was like, well, it's just the different time, And she, I try to show her, because she's much younger than me. I try to show her lots of classic movies. And I never showed her Top Gun. And she was like, why didn't you show me this? I was like, because it sucks. It fucking sucks. And it's gay.
I mean, the real question is, have you shown her the 1984 Transformer animated movie?
She couldn't sit through that movie's a fever dream. I can barely sit through that. I mean,
I'm with Camel.
Yeah.
Who?
Like,
I
it's just
do like
one
Top
tangentially connected action scene to another. It's so hard to follow the story in that Transformers cartoon.
What are you talking about?
It is
unbelievable.
What's the story?
Absolute
Tell me the
lies. I haven't seen this movie in 10 years, right? I've seen it hundreds of times, but there is a giant planet-eating planet called Unicron that's going to destroy Earth. And the Decepticons want to take over Autobot City, so the Autobots have to defend against that. And then they have to go destroy Unicron, so it doesn't need all the planets. I mean, that's a pretty straightforward plot.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think it's very hard to follow. You know, because like Optimus dies right away. And then, they go to that junk planet. Like
Bar Wheat Gran Wheat Mini Barn?
What's that?
That's what they say at the junk planet. Dude, I told you, I like this movie.
Look, I've seen the movie twice in my life, so clearly you got me on that. But I just know when I watched it, I was like, I don't know what's going on here. I know there's some Weird Al music in there. I'm like, I know they kill everyone off so they can bring back all new characters just to sell new toys because they were like out of characters. And I'm like, all right, well, I mean, there's that one cool scene where Megatron turns into, what's the new Megatron? What's his name?
Galvatron,
yeah. And then they kill Starscream after his coronation. Yeah, I like that scene.
Coronation Starscream. Oh man, it's got so many absolute banging lines in it. Sick soundtrack.
Soundtrack's good. It's fine. I'm not showing my wife the Transformers cartoon movie though. Okay. I'm sorry. It's just not happening.
No, I'm not about it. I was told to go watch it because it was awesome, and I feel like I wasted precious hour and a half of my life.
It's hard to get into. I want to like it. I like Transformers, especially G1. But I'm just like, this is, again, it's just fucking giant vomit-inducing fever dream.
Mate, Malin and I have to do an Amazon watch party and just watch Transformers because that was the best movie. That's it. That's the end of the statement.
Keep in mind, I never even knew this movie existed until a couple of years ago.
Me too. Yeah, I watched it for the first time 2017, 18 maybe. And I was just like, someone just ripped my brain out of my ears and shoved it through my feet or something. I was like, all right, I gotta go. I couldn't even sit through it. I had to watch it like 3 or 4 sittings.
I mean, I think everyone can agree that's seen the movie. Rodimus Prime sucks balls.
That's the red one, right?
That's Hot Rod, and he gets Optimus's powers from the Matrix.
Yeah.
And
I like. I can never remember his name. It's like Omega Prime, or it's like a blue Optimus.
Do you mean Ultra Magnus?
Yeah. I like Ultra Magnus. I think he's badass. I have a comic where I think it's a British comic where he fights Megatron and he defeats him. It's awesome. But no, not fake, John. I never pretended. I don't wear a Transformer hat. I don't know all the characters. Not fake anything. Disinterested, maybe.
Wow.
I was really into Transformers when I was about 5 or 6.
Well, I mean, obviously not if you didn't watch the movie, Mike.
Well, no,
I believe anything you say anymore. Who are you?
If you're a kid, how are you going to know if a movie comes out if your mother doesn't tell you about it? You're not.
Look at chat. They're loving Transformers.
I'll tell you this. The theme song from the second season is better than any. They changed it every season. And the one from the second season is by far the best version.
I didn't like it how badly the Dinobots got their ass kicked, though, in the movie. I think we need to talk about this on another stream, guys.
Oh, you gonna end this one and start a new one?
How many viewers have we lost?
70.
We've actually gained viewers. Unbelievable.
People want to talk about that 80s Transformers. I mean, I was so out of it that when the movie came out and people were upset, like, oh, it wasn't like the cartoon, I had no idea what they were like referring to. I was like, all right, if you say so. I thought it was cool.
I reckon I could probably quote like the majority of lines from that movie still. I haven't seen it in a long time. So good. So many like punchy one-liners in it. So good.
Yeah.
Mo says, Rob, keep in mind Bancroft wasn't allowed to watch television without approval from his nanny, the librarian, and at least 3 out of his 5 live-in tutors.
Oh, yeah? It's too bad.
Definitely.
You never told me that.
Beast Wars was the Transformers show when I was a kid. Beast Wars was actually pretty damn good, man. I'll give it up for Beast Wars.
Beast Wars, I remember I had a friend who was really into it, and I slept over his house once, so we watched it the next day before school. And I was like really impressed with how much of a story there was. It was almost like a soap opera. And I had never seen anything like that in like a US cartoon before.
I've just like gone through my memories of Transformers. And it's just fantastic. What are we doing here, Mike? What's happening here? Why is she staring at the dong? Is that what's happening?
She's not staring at the dong, but that's sort of what I implied. That was just clickbait to get 70 people in here to watch us. 75. Thank you for that. You've all been captured by the algorithm.
I think they've been captured by this just scintillating talk about Transformers. Stephen Rockwood says Michael usually didn't watch television. He'd have the butlers watch it for him and then act out all the programs.
Yeah, stage plays. That's what I was all about when I was 5.
Act it out. What a waste of time.
Dave Brink says, nice shadow work, Mike.
That's right, Mike. Well done.
There are no shadows on there. Oh, you mean on the eyes? I can never tell if people are being sarcastic in the chat. Like, yeah. What do you mean? Fuck you.
Someone said that to me it was Sumo Thori like a couple days ago. They were like, Camel draws hands worse than Bancroft. And I was like, look, I'm not done. I'm still doing this. It was just an outline, and I kind of went on. And Sumo Thori was like, dude, I was joking. Relax. And I was like, oh, all right, sorry. I don't know if you're coming at me or what.
Yeah, exactly.
There's some big lips. Like that bottom lip is thick.
All right. Thanks. Is that a compliment?
Yeah, now you started doing it too. Thanks.
Great. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Model V says, then you've got the touch. You've got the touch plays as Prime opens the matrix of leadership and wipes away the virus from the entire virus. Galvatron had a very short-lived truce with Prime, and they roll out. Dude, You Got the Touch was an absolute banging track. Banging track.
I think you've said banging quite enough, Rob. I need to hear you say banging for the rest of the stream.
But it's so banging. Look how banging it is.
Well, I'm not allowed to say the other word Bancroft anymore because that's racist.
What's the racist?
Cracker.
Yes.
Oh, like Kraken? You can say that. I'm not offended.
You got a super chat from Sumo.
Sumo Thori for 10. Who's talking about me?
$10.
Not me. Yeah, that's like that's like 10 months of being able to watch Camel streams after the fact.
It's a pretty good deal.
Do you want to read that one, Bancroft?
Gobby lips, if that's what you're into.
Mo Big says,
people in here know what that is.
I haven't heard Rob talk about banging this much since he made us listen to One Night in Bangkok. That's a great track.
Oh, really?
Rob needs to fit banging into every sentence from here on out. I'll try. So what are you doing here, Mike? What's happening? Give us the lowdown. And Camel, you're not sharing your screen.
I was thinking I was gonna do the palette, but I don't think I will because I don't know exactly what it's going to be. So I'm just going to do the rendering, and then I'll come back to that later on. If I can remember how to make my brush bigger.
I can show you my screen if you want.
Well, yeah. Generally, when I get bored, I flip between two of them, so it helps.
It's fine.
Oh, Mo, I'm not reading that out.
What did he say? Rob wishes he was hung like Rod so he could get full up on them ribs. In them ribs. Sorry. Ruined that.
Yeah, you ruined it. What are you working on, Camel? Boobs. Every time I switch to you, it is rude. If it's not a groin shot, feet or nipples, unreal.
Look, I like the female form, you know.
Yeah, so do we all.
Yeah. I'm cleaning this page. I drew it a little while back, so it needs some work. But I've been cleaning all these pages. Like I finished this one today. It looks quite good. Finished this one the other day, so it looks much better. And then on these here, I have added like kind of a gray tone to it. So
nice.
Just running through. Yeah. So this is my book that I'm launching, Boots and Heels, probably sometime this summer.
You're going back and fixing or cleaning up a lot of your old work. How are you finding the art that you drew from that time? Like, is there changes that need to go in, like significant changes, or you're happy generally with it?
Let's see. There were 12 issues that I drew. The first 2 issues are hot dog shit. I mean, they're just like, oh my God, does he not know how to hold a pen? Those are almost, I've already done them, and so they're already cleaned, and they look much better. These ones, they're a little sloppy because I used an ink brush for the entire thing. So, when I go in and clean it, I'm adding a lot of white to it to make it, define it a little bit more. It doesn't take that long. I can get about 3-4 pages done in a day. So,
that's pretty good.
Yeah. And it looks a lot cleaner, and it's, I get to add all of the, what do you call this stuff here? Zipatone stuff. So I think it looks pretty good when I'm done with it. I'm pretty happy with it. And then I did, what was the one I did the other day? Where is it?
Mike, while Camel's finding that, can you answer this? Michael, do you use a different mask for every different visual plane?
No, I create a mask for the highlights pretty much on the interiors. I very rarely put in shadows. It's like a cut and grad cell shading technique that I use. So I'll make a mask of where I think it's called the Terminator line, that goes over the contours of the face. And then I'll just sort of gradiate that in. But that's all on one thing. But if I've got different masks that are going to overlap each other on the thing, then I'll create a new mask for them. But hopefully not too many.
This is a great page, Camel. I like this.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, this is the hero shows up with this. I have a Carnage-like creature, but he's made out of chains instead of symbiotic whatever. So everything about him is chains. And I don't use a chain brush. This was pre chain brush, so I actually had to go in there and do all of it by myself. But yeah, this page came out really cool. I like this one. So this is essentially what I'm doing. When I do the comic, when I launch it, it's going to be in color, but I need to have good black and whites first because I'm going to offer a manga edition that's going to be all in black and white.
Oh, nice. What's the chain guy called?
Dark Horse.
Oh, okay, nice. All right,
yeah. And I have one character that looks exactly like Mike's Ella.
Really?
Hang about.
Yeah. What are the odds? Mine was a mask though, so it's okay. And she's purple and not blue, so it's okay.
Dr. Jamie Max says, "Do you have Sinner Graham Toast Crunch in Australia?" No.
Don't think so.
Mo says, Bancroft hasn't created so many masks since his parents kicked him out for throwing that eyes wide shut party in the servants' ballroom. I got you, Mo.
Those are the good old days. Those were the good old days.
Crackhead says he's liking the page.
Oh, thanks, Crackhead.
So, Mike, have you actually elaborated on what's happening here? What you're looking at? You know, why you're coloring it this way? Give the people something, mate.
I'm coloring it this way. I'm just putting in the highlights, I suppose. I don't know what the colors are going to be until later, until I've sort of figured all that on the page. She's just seen something take place outside a window, and she's with someone, and she's looking at him, and she's like, you know, it was pretty bad.
Oh my gosh. Is she looking at Indiku and Gilgamesh's love sex moment? Is that what she's looking at?
No. No. Someone just got murdered.
Oh.
So she's you know, she's never seen anything like that before in real life. And she has now.
Loser.
Who has the baby back ribs song stuck in their head? Is it just me?
Me.
Let's do another song.
Want more?
So I can think of anything else.
Baby.
How about we cleanse our palate with a little bit of Australian culture.
After a big afternoon of shopping, there's nothing better than some Mexican food and a nice little drink. Come on down and enjoy a nice Mexican fiesta.
I got my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back. Chili,
Taco Bell.
Baby back.
Up until 6 months ago, I thought that was Taco Bell. I think you had to tell me it was actually Taco Bell.
A lot of people did. A lot of people made that mistake. They were erroneous.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the wrong.
I'm working on a girl's butt now. If you want to look at that,
baby,
it's a very little butt.
It looks like a Bancroft kind of butt, flat.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to plump it up.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's a little.
Norin Rad, yes, Taco Bell is real and it is awesome, and you can get massive margaritas there. J Max says that guy didn't look Mexican at all. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know how you can even.
Felix says, "Make it thick.
What is
Make that thick booty." All right, let's see.
Taco Bell Mexican pizza coming back on the 19th. Do they even have Mexicans there?
Not really.
KSSS says, why is she wearing Camel's jacket for a dress?
That's true. That is very true.
Fantastic.
That's so horrible. It looks like some Nickelodeon shit. Like Ren and Stimpy.
It looks so much like Ren and Stimpy. You're not wrong. Malin says Australia doesn't have Burger King; they have Hungry Jack's. Yeah, exactly the same except for the name. It's really weird.
It's not weird. It's a perfectly reasonable explanation.
I don't like the explanation though.
That's better.
Oh my God, Becky.
All right, well,
fucking huge.
I'm done with
Felix like,
Ella. If you want to show
thumbs
her.
up.
So that's just preliminary,
Felix.
and then I'll pick the colors of what I want it to be. I don't know what the colors are going to be because they're inside and it's dark. So I'm guessing it's going to be bluish. But I don't want to spend too much time on it. That's enough. I'm going to do this.
Oh, is that Enkidu again?
That is not Enkidu. That's, you remember Isham from the first book?
He's seen Gilgamesh and he's hungry.
No.
Malin, Burger King couldn't secure their name in Australia, so changed it. Yep.
Correct. It's not anything more mysterious than that.
Do it. Do it.
That would be very rude if I were to do that.
Stephen Rockwood says, "Oh, this is a cool page, Michael."
Oh, there's just a little panel. It's a small panel.
Did Bancroft say Jism?
Jism is a member of the Camel Moon page.
Oh, yeah.
Chisel, yeah.
Whatever her name. Yeah.
You don't even get her name right when you say it wrong.
Whatever. She knows who she is. That's all that matters.
Her name's Giselle, and you call her Jizzle.
Worked, didn't it? She's now a proud card-carrying member of Camel Moon.
How many members are you up to, Mike? Since we're looking at members, how many members are you up to?
53. I'm not doing this. This is disrespectful.
I'm gonna screen cap this, and I'm gonna do it myself.
I'm sure she's true.
Let's go.
This is disrespectful to my character.
All right.
God works in mysterious ways.
So if you got 2 more members, you'd be at 55 members. That's pretty crazy.
It is very crazy. Yes. Hail the VIP Bogans. Back there. The Super Bogans, actually, is what I call them.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Get some colors in here.
Okay. What's people saying? Surya says Rob is a handsome and charming fellow. Thank you. Mo says,
Model V says, hang on.
Coach, are you reading an article about Hungry Jacks? Because Malin is just
Sounds like he
spewing
might
off
be.
Hungry Jacks facts.
Yeah.
He says, now I am.
They've tried. They've made attempts to bring it in line with the international, but it's no avail. People want Hungry Jacks here. It's just our thing.
I wonder why they went with that name though, Hungry Jacks. It's just very random.
I might have a Hungry Jacks video actually for anyone who's doubting. Let me have a look here. Is it saved in here? I have all kinds of stupid ads. Back together.
We know.
I might have to bring it up here. Share video file. All right. Hungry.
Yeah, I don't know. I think the butt's too big. I think it looks ridiculous.
Let's have a look.
See, because this is without it. Normal. I think it looks cartoony.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to make it so it goes like that underneath.
Well, if I want it to look good, I do. That's got to be a buoyant booty.
All right. It looks fine to me.
Either way, with flat butt looks more realistic, but booty butt.
Well, I know what this crowd is going to say.
Order says looks better big. All right. Well.
Mike, I've done some drawing.
Hold on a sec. Hold on. Need to show the people
Zoom
something.
in.
All right, here you go. You ready for this?
Yep.
I see you ordered a whopper too. Guess you'd agree it takes two hands, eh? I mean, with everything that Hungry Jack's put into it, delicious beef, ketchup, pickles, onions, lettuce, tomatoes, and mayonnaise. Wouldn't you just have to agree then that it takes two hands to handle a whopper?
All right, I agree. So what?
So could you just take your elbow off my hand? It takes two hands to handle a whopper, a two-fisted burger at Hungry Jack.
Did he say a two-fisted burger at the end?
I don't
That's
know.
what I heard.
I love how unrealistic that ad is for today's time. Like someone's got their elbow on your hand. You're like, get the fuck off my hand.
Well, I thought you were talking about the fact that Hungry Jack's is like completely packed with people.
Oh, well, that's true.
Wall to wall.
Are you ready for my art?
I'm never ready, but show me.
No.
That is incredibly disrespectful, Rob.
It's drool. It's drool. That's all
right.
it is.
Out of her eyes? She's drooling out of her eyes?
It's called eye drool, Camel. Chicks do it sometimes. I don't know what it is.
I guess when you put something out on the internet, you can't control what people do with it. You can only hope that they don't.
Is that a big dong shadow in her face?
I didn't do that part, did I?
Terrible.
Oh, all right. Suddenly it makes more sense then.
John says Anna. Oh god.
The jizzant. Mike, the jizzant. How good is that?
Yeah, I'm hearing it. I'm hearing it. This is the character I don't even like to put nipples on, because I feel like that's weird and creepy of me because she feels so real to me, and you just put some mysterious fluid dripping down off her face.
Well, I mean, I was using snipping tool. It only has like 10 colors.
Rob, can you draw?
God.
I can draw a little bit.
Yeah. Have you ever done anything for your own books?
No.
Yeah, you do. You do.
What?
You do thumbnailing.
Oh, I
I've
meant
seen
like
it.
finished, but okay.
No.
Thumbnailing's still something.
Yeah. So he's running towards exploding fire guy.
Isham.
Isham.
Is that part of his? What is that?
It is funny though. Like I did
that's part of his thing.
I did beat Clayton in a drawing contest. It was a 1-minute drawing contest. Who could draw the best?
And he couldn't get anything done in a minute. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
And
sounds
Ethan
like
was
fun.
there.
Really?
And Ethan judged it, and I won. So there you go.
Would you guys have
He's
to draw a big
he's
cock?
gotten better since then with the timing and stuff.
Rob, Mo says, Rob, you need to sign that piece, Rod after Bancroft.
Please don't. It's unnecessary. Just completely unnecessary.
There's 84 people in here, so if you'd please hit like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and consider becoming a member. You get fantastic things such as Mike. I'm trying to set him
That's
up
it.
here.
No, you get fantastic things such as me. That's the pitch.
We tried.
When you become a member, you get access to all the emojis, the super fun emojis that everyone loves using. You get access to the community membership area. God, I keep doing the wrong thing here. Where I share exclusive full page updates that I get in from Rod for Fractured Mind. I share some stuff from Painted Death, and you're just helping pay. You're just helping pay for the creation of the Lucent comic books. So you get that wonderful feeling.
Stephen Rockwood, Camel, what do you think of this comment? Camel can draw 4 out of 10.
I'll never expect anything better than a 4. Whoever gave me a 4 knew exactly what I could do.
It wasn't me, dude. I know you think it was. It wasn't.
No, I don't. I think I know who it was. But...
You think it was Anna, don't you?
No, I don't.
Oh, okay. All right. Mike, you got a super chat there.
Anton Dennison asks, who will be the breakout character of Painted Death? It will be the fella in the helmet.
Oh, Steve.
This guy. Him.
Steve.
Steve? No.
Yeah. Steven. I should have...
Not Steven.
It'll be something like Zoe Deschamel or some shit. That would be the person's name.
No, he has a pretty straightforward name. Ish.
Damien.
It is not Damien. Did I color this guy's beard in? I can't remember. I think I did. I think it's necessary.
We're looking at Camels, and he's not on the crotch area. It's always good.
Yeah. Boring hair. Just kind of smoothing these lines out here.
That was an absolute cracker launch yesterday, Bancroft, on yours, and then on Crackheads after that. They went for like 7 or 8 hours. Absolutely.
Yeah, I was trying to get some family time in, and I was also getting a little bit of drawing in. I would pop in every now and then, and they were still going. And it was, God damn it. Yeah, it seemed like it was never ending, but the people were still having fun in there. So, you know.
Did you hear what Dale said to me?
Go home.
He said, "Leave me alone."
He said,
pestering me.
He said, "Stop asking."
He said he'd draw me a cover. I mean, what can I say?
He said that down to about 50 people.
Yep.
Yeah, get in line. He said
yes
he's
to
doing
mail
45 interiors for me. So,
Antoine, indeed, Rob, I'm really admiring of what Joe and what he's been able to accomplish. Yeah, dude, that's the thing. Like, some people may look at that campaign and go, "Oh, it's successful because he's got Matt Bannon, Joe Weems, Kyle Ritter." That's only a part of it. He's put so much work into that. He's built a channel over a couple of years. He's made relationships. He's done work for other people. He's worked his ass off to be that successful. So, yeah, if you think you're just going to drop 20, 30 grand on your own book and have the same sort of success, it's not going to work out that way. Very impressive. Antoine says, Replicator Dalman that he would draw the cover over your dead body at your funeral. Yeah.
That sounds more like it.
He did later say that, he promises
He did later say, hang on, who's Rob?
Yeah. Promises he makes while he's drunk don't count. So, we'll see how it goes.
See how it pans out.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have, massive hopes that it will happen. But, a little boy can dream. Does he have teeth, Bancroft? He looks teethless.
Probably does have teeth. I can put some teeth in there if you think that's an issue. I mean, it's a very small panel. I don't know if you're going to really need to tooth it up. Why is that white there?
Ethan's here sounds like a good bet. What, that he'll draw the cover at my funeral? Yeah, I think it's probably a good bet as well.
Have tears. Would Dal Keown be at your funeral? That would be weird.
If he was at my funeral, we all know one thing: he would be drinking. He loves to have fun.
He would be drinking in celebration?
Yeah.
How about that? Is that a bit better? There we go.
Yeah, that looks more normal.
You're never going to see that anyway. Just point that out.
You've come to the point where you just do it because I'll keep asking until you do. So I'm happy with that. What's with the noose in the background?
That's your contribution to Painted Death.
Mm-hmm. Thanks.
Well, he just hanged himself. You can see a little bucket over here as well.
That wasn't very successful.
It was not. Indeed. And the rope is still up and fine. How could this be, Rob? How could this be?
He's got a real thick neck.
I think his neck is pretty normal.
He has the neck equivalent of your forehead.
It's not that. Well, if he broke the rope with his neck, the rope wouldn't be there, would it?
So he got out of the noose.
He hanged himself. Why would he get out?
So someone took him out of the noose.
No. Not it. Not the answer. There's lots of mysteries in the Lucent. Although this one you'll see straight away because it happens in the preceding panels. So, but if you want to find out, the mystery, you'll have to back it when it comes out. How's that for selling?
Yeah. When are you going to put the fire lines on him, on Isham?
I can do that now if you want.
Hell yeah. Let's see some fire lines.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah. All right.
Keep on rolling, baby.
These fire lines are a pain in the ass.
You don't have them masked, do you? So you're doing them.
No, they're just drawn in. So and I don't really join them up. I should, that's what I should do. I'm going to do a camel. I'm going to join them all up,
and then
camel
paint fill, and then erase them.
No, I don't need
super
to.
chat
I'll
from
just
Antoine.
Antoine, will there be a PD drawn in tier? Is that like PD? What does that stand for?
No idea.
But a drawn in tier. If so, how
Penis
much?
dong?
No, there will not be a penis dong drawn in tier. But I've thought about it, and I'm not. There's some places where I could have it, but yeah, I don't know how much would a draw in? How much should a draw in tier cost?
Painted
PD, like PD.
It's so obvious.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like, yeah, it's so easy when
it's a dick.
He doesn't know the name of his own book. Well, you didn't really think.
Oh my god, that's too funny.
All right. It reminds me of my friend whose dad came from China, and he met his wife, and his name was Kenneth. And she's an Aussie. She started calling him Ken. And it was well after they were married that he just got curious one day and said, "Why do you call me Ken?" Because he just thought it was a nickname that she'd made up for him. And she's like, "What do you mean? It's your name." He's like, "No, my name is Kenneth." He says, "Ken is short for Kenneth." He had no idea. He's like, "Really?" I had no idea. Because he's Chinese. He's like, "We don't do that." So never forgot that.
That's kind of interesting.
It's pretty funny. Perth says 125 was the best deal I've seen on a drawn-in tier. What do you guys like draw-in tiers? I don't know how I feel about them.
It depends. I think it depends like what you're gonna get drawn into. Are you a major character or are you a guy in the street who points and says?
It would be someone in the background, like say at the nightclub.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want to charge much.
Nolan Lockhart says, "Will the highest tier be called the full dong?" You've started here. You started something here, mate. It's happening.
Yeah, I guess that's what I get for drawing dongs on the stream. I've just drawn these things on the wrong friggin'.
Matterhorn says, "Anyone call Bancroft Banky for short?" No. Stabber McGee was his street name. Dean says, "In the background, $150 with a copy of the book." Yeah, I don't think that's unreasonable. I don't know if this is just me, but I tend to notice when people get drawn in, it's actually really obvious to tell who the draw-ins are. Unless maybe
it kind of takes you out of the story a little bit. That's my number one concern. If I'm reading a story and then I go like, "Oh, look, there's Rob standing in a Parisian nightclub pretending he can dance," it's
with a mohawk.
Exactly.
Rob Hawk, sorry, mate.
He doesn't look like he belongs there, What is
you got another super chat from Antoine.
Model the black guy burnt to crisp after me. Lol. Okay. No, it wasn't after you, Antoine, but you can claim him if you want. I'm looking at freaking things here that aren't in the right place. That's what's going on.
Perth says, "I bought the original art page with my appearance for $150 by Preston Acevedo." That is a steal, dude. That is so cheap. Well done. Anton says, "I was in Brutus the Badass and no one noticed." Looks like Camel's given up on drawing. Slumped back in his chair.
Saving and making sure it's all there.
Dr. Jamie Mack says, "I was in Ethan's garage today and no one noticed." Too soon.
What, after Rainy?
Ethan did a stream today that someone broke into his garage. I didn't catch the...
Oh, really? I caught the end of the stream. I didn't see...
I didn't catch the bit where he was talking about it, though, so I don't know who it was or what happened.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe people in chat know more.
I can't remember how I used to do this. I think I'm just going to flatten it. Oh, well. Here we go. Be damned. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. No, well, Irene had someone turn out of her house as well. We don't know who.
What? Really?
I heard that it was another creator that had been on a stream with her.
What? That's
but you know what she did?
Pretty full on.
She put her address in, like, on the book.
Wow.
Knowing how many simps she has,
that's pretty crazy.
I wouldn't be doing that. Like you said, I said you shouldn't do that on Replicator, and you're like, what does it matter in Australia? What are they going to do? Fly over here?
Yeah.
And I was like, there are Australians in CG. You don't like all of them.
If I lived in a different state, I'd be much more concerned. Let's just put it that way. Without going into more details.
Cross state lines.
Yeah,
it's happened.
They
before.
Have to really want to.
You do bring that out of people, though, Rob.
I do. I don't mean to. It's just that skill. The way I talk and what I say.
It was John. He went there for his belt. Did you not get that reference? His championship belt?
Because Irene won it from him, yeah?
No, she didn't. She won it just without beating Malin.
Oh, right.
So Malin had the belt. Here's what happened. Malin won the first, what's it called? Fragtober, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Which means he gets the belt. But Dan didn't send him the belt until way after. So he's like, now it comes time around. It's a whole year later. You got to defend your belt, John. And John's like, I didn't even have my belt. I'm not going to defend a belt I didn't even get. So what's you get? You're going to risk a belt that you didn't like. You're supposed to have it for a year to be able to, lord it over everyone. So he said, no, I won't be competing. But Rini did, and she won. But he's like, no, if you want to be the true champion, you got to defeat me. So that's why he's claiming her belt. And then to add insult to injury, Malin's belt has like Dan Frager's logo and everything on it. Frager Boom. Mm-hmm. Rini's has her name on it, and it's all her stuff. Like it's totally customized for her.
So Malin gets screwed again. Is basically what happened.
Well, that's Malin's interpretation of it. Yeah. He says he's going to unify them, bring them together.
Well, like
it would be interesting. Like one of the reasons why John got kicked off the Drawn and Quartered was because he had the ability to rally the troops, the Malin militia, and no one else is willing to do that for themselves. So it would be interesting if it was voted on by the crowd, because there's the simp army versus the Malin militia. Who would win?
Simps.
Probably.
There's always more simps.
There's always another simp.
The Sims is a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Looks like you've nearly done. So, what was the decision making with all the markings here? Like, why did you do it this patterned way?
Because I'm an idiot. No, okay. It's supposed to be like his skin cracks and reveals like flowing lava underneath it.
Cool.
So if we were to be animated or in a thing, it would sort of move over his body slowly, but like lava, it would move. So that's why he's got sparks flying out of him the whole time. Just like things are popping off, and he's kind of on fire. And is
his skin like a rock stone type deal?
No, but it's like the top of lava. It's like it's
crusty.
It is rockish, but it's elastic. It moves, it stretches because it's still warm underneath. He's like, if you were to touch him, it would be like sticking your hand into a like a thing that melts metal.
I would be afraid if I was to see lava that I would try to eat it, because it looks really tasty.
It does, but you're looking.
Yeah,
at
I'm
it
like,
through a
that looks
camera.
great. Yeah.
I think it smells like sulfur, and it's
Oh.
obviously incredibly hot. So I think naturally, there's things that are going to prevent you from wanting
Deter
to eat
me
it.
from big
Yeah,
spoonful
from killing
of
yourself.
lava. When you get like a handful, I guess it would hurt if you did that. You'd have to get a spoon, you know, like a ladle, like a big ladle, like a punch bowl.
Sumo says he kind of looks like a human-shaped veiny dong.
Oh God, the dong is strong. What have I done here? Look, I've messed up. This shouldn't be happening.
Oh,
what have I screwed up? God damn it.
Mortal V says Camel thinks it's one of those giant cookies with the cream in the middle that they sell at the mall.
Yeah, it looks tasty. I imagine it's strawberry flavor or cherry, strawberry, maybe raspberry. You know, raspberry and chocolate flavor.
It's death flavor. It's like this is the last flavor, whatever it is. It's the last flavor you'll ever taste.
This is very hot, guys. I'm gonna need some milk. Yeah, Camel, you hear about the Darwin Awards? Sounds like you wanting to win it. Yeah. I probably wouldn't do it, you know. But...
Someone said, I'm silly, black don't crack. This guy is black. He's also a shapeshifter. So it doesn't matter if he cracks or not.
He should shapeshift himself into someone who doesn't have these lines on the page for you.
He does.
That'd make it easier.
He does in Painted Death. But this is sort of his. I wouldn't say it's his natural state, but it's just the state that he gets around in.
Sumo says he said he probably wouldn't. Talking about camel eating lava. Probably.
99% chance I wouldn't. 1% chance.
Mo says we all know his blackness will not survive pre-press.
Well, you know what he looks like in the final thing. He's all lit up. Where is it? For anyone who hasn't seen him. Where is he? I can get this sun going. He's there.
Yeah.
So, hang on.
Hey, can you guys leave the country yet?
Yep.
Yeah,
as long as you're
nice.
vaccinated, I think.
Oh, that looks good. Oh, so you have to be vaccinated. Okay. The country you're going to doesn't care.
I don't know actually now. I'm not sure. But possibly.
We need to have a CG meetup someday.
Well, you guys can come over here anytime you like.
I'm never going to Australia. Are you kidding me?
Why is that, Camel?
Why?
Because, you know, like you're going to put me in one of these concentration camps and I'll just be there forever.
What are you talking about?
The camps where they come to your door and take you away, Mike, you know, when they did it when COVID started.
Yeah. That did happen. I'll give him that.
I had a friend who went to Mexico and he's still there now. He's been there for a month because he got COVID. They couldn't, the U.S. wouldn't let him back.
Model V says there was talk sometime back about people meeting in a smaller setting at Vegas. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. We were talking about that on Leroy's ages ago. That was when this is sort of pre-vaccination. So COVID was kind of going away, but the vaccines hadn't rolled out yet. Or at least we hoped it would be done. And then Australia got locked down super hard. And the vaccine craziness kicked in. But you know, I definitely would do that. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I want to. I do know. I wouldn't want to go over and
sell books
and anything like that.
Do a convention type dealio.
No, I'm coming over to enjoy the company of friends and do things in America that I can't do here.
Shoot guns.
Kill hookers.
No.
Sorry.
Drive on the right side of the road.
I've tried that before. I nearly killed Mel. It was an absolute disaster. But you know, I'll try again.
Eat some good food. I want to eat some ribs. You know,
you can have ribs here, Rob.
Can I
go down to Crown? Yes, go down to Crown. Go to the American barbecue restaurant thing. Please. You absolutely can.
Dr. Jamie Mack says it must suck not to have guns. Well, we've never known them. We've never known guns.
It doesn't really. You need the guns in the States because everyone has them. Like, no one really has guns here, so
we have knives.
It's not even really a. Yeah, but we don't even really have that much knife violence either. We're a bit of a placid bunch. And I remember during the lockdowns, all the Americans were looking at how crazy it was here and saying, this is what happens when you give up your guns. And I'm just telling everyone, no, you just don't understand the Australian psyche. An Australian would give up so much more than what you saw on these videos before they ever shot someone. Right. It's just not the same culture.
Friend is going out with someone from the States and she rates Australian barbecue over America. I mean, I don't know. Our barbecues are very straightforward, though. They're like sausages, chops, burgers, that kind of thing. But like, they're just cooked. Like, there's no like special 8-hour cooking thing we do. We just do on the barbie.
Yeah, but she might prefer that. I probably do as well. I don't really get into all the stuff that Americans have in their barbecues either.
Have you had it though?
Yeah.
See, I haven't had it. I don't know. I need to have some. Have you fired a gun, Bancroft, though?
Yes. I went to a shooting range in Paris. Mel's
the Eiffel
brother
Tower.
Is a. I did go on a mass spree or anything. No, Mel's brother's a cop, and we went into the police shooting range. Mel was pregnant actually, so we got footage of her. I don't know where it is. I'd love to get it. She's like 6 months pregnant, massive belly, just and she's like ah. That first time you shoot a gun, you're like, oh wow, that's intense. And by the end of it, you're like, you know?
If any of us made it to Australia, besides feeding us to spiders, what would you want to show us? It's a good question.
People come here for the beaches. So if you're into that, they come here for that. They come here for the wildlife, for the scenery. The cities, like a lot of cities around the world, they're nice, but you know, increasingly, it's if you've been to one city, you've been to them all these days. It's like blame that on the city planners, just you know, just making modern skyscraper buildings all over the place. The animals, it depends on what you're interested in. We're real big on sport here. I think
you can read it out loud for the people that are not reading.
Mo says people come here for the beaches. Bancroft, be polite. At least call them Sheilas. Look, it used to be a very cheap, laid back, fun place to live. I'm a bit older now. I'm a dad. I'm 40, so I'm not really into that stuff anymore. I think it's definitely less cheap. The cost of living is going through the roof.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Our
petrol price is like over $2.20 now, dude.
A liter, yeah.
For petrol. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you wanted to take in everything Australia has, you go see the Harbour Bridge, the Opera House, Uluru, or Ayers Rock, if you want to call it the Barrier Reef. The Barrier Reef's beautiful.
Yeah, that sort of stuff. Just make sure you go at the right time of the year, because if you go at the wrong time, the beach will be cordoned off, and because there'll be friggin' deadly jellyfish and all sorts of shit in there so you can't go in there.
How much is a gallon compared to a liter?
I think so. There's lots of liters in a gallon. I'm pretty sure. So Tree Goblin says Australia's 95% desert, average IQ 65. No, we're a smart country. But yeah, people are surprised. So the country, the land, is similar-ish to the States in terms of land mass, but there's only 7 major cities in there. So if you can imagine, you can drive for days, depending on where you're going, and just not run into barely anything. That surprises a lot of people, especially people from England. Not so much from America, especially if you're from, around Arizona or whatever like that. But
there is nearly 4 liters to a gallon, so 4 times 220, that's what, $9. Sorry, bro.
Oh yeah, no, our petrol is way more expensive here than in the States, and that's not even.
This is a map of Australia. Can you see that? That's basically what it is.
No, we can't see it. Hold on a sec.
So,
you're being so generous, Rob. What are you on about? None of that area, almost none of that area on the left, on the west coast, is anything on the north. Forget about it. You've been so generous there.
There.
Yeah, pretty much.
There you go. That's Australia.
I think that's just the Wu-Tang symbol.
Yeah, the outback. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, people say that the women here are really good looking.
They do?
They do. But, we have the same problem America is happening with obesity as well. So there you go.
If you go down to Manly or Bondi and hang out there, yes. I can remember, but I mean, you got to be young, What do you like? If you want to take advantage of that, you have to be sort of like a young buck. How old are you? They don't care about some 40-year-old man. I remember hanging out at Manly. We had nowhere to go. We were just, 16, 17. We were just chilling. And it was just like the most beautiful girls I'd ever seen, in the hundreds. We stayed there all night. Well, at the time, Rob, at that scene, I'm from Melbourne, in the eastern suburbs, where all the girls wear massive, overalls and stuff, and no one has a tan. You go up to Manly, everyone's got a tan. They're all blonde. They're in bikinis running around. It was a real eye opener. I went to Manly with Mel way back in the day, and I was so pasty white compared to everyone else there. I must have looked like a British tourist.
Do you guys even have Latinas?
Yeah, some, not many. I mean, they're
What is
around.
Wollongong like? I have family there. I don't think I've been to Wollongong.
Wollongong is a regional town. I wouldn't call it a city, but you know, it's. I imagine it would be a lot like a small American city.
That
you know,
narrows it down.
You know, a few main streets, and you know, I don't know. I can't really remember.
said
I've been there a couple of times.
You went Manly with Mel?
To Manly Beach.
I used to live in a town called Stanford, Connecticut. Stamford.
Mm-hmm.
But all the women were hideous, so we just called it Manford. They were just the worst.
They have a big college there, don't they? Stanford.
Well, no, you're thinking of Stanford University. No, Stam with an M. Stanford.
Oh, okay.
It's in Connecticut. It's yeah.
They weren't up to snuff for you?
Not even for me. I mean, I know I have like higher than most standards, but
no,
really? It was slim pickings. It was pretty awful, yeah. But the thing is that none of them thought that they were, you know, less than. They all acted like, you know,
they were hot shit.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it was insane. It was astonishing. I had a friend who came, well, it was really my roommate's friend from college, and he was from Boston. He came down to stay with us one weekend. It's like an hour trip for him to get there, maybe a 2-hour trip. And we go into the bars, and he was just like, what the fuck is wrong with these women here? He goes, you know, you can't even buy him a drink. They don't want to talk to you. And it was like, he couldn't believe how different it was. He goes, you know, back in Boston, like the girl, if you buy a drink for him, you're almost guaranteed to get at least make out. A woman would not just take a drink if she wasn't interested. But here he's like, you know, they won't even let you buy them a drink. And the ones that do, like, take the drink and walk away. And I was like, yeah, Stanford fucking sucks. I never had a friend, any close friend, anyone I knew who dated anyone in Stanford. They always like had to get someone from New York or some town over, Jersey.
What was the cause of this?
Well, Stanford borders on Greenwich, and Greenwich, Connecticut is like one of the most affluent cities in the country. It's up there with Bel Air. It's
so. This like is where the elitism comes from. It's all making sense now.
Oh, that's where I was born. Yeah, I was born in Greenwich.
I was born in the tower.
Yeah,
molded
exactly. I was born in caviar, molded by it. But you know, and then this was right, you know, 2000s. So you had shows like Sex and the City and Friends, and you know, the idea of like having a boyfriend was not like, you know, it was always kind of like dating up. So it really kind of and I know a lot of girls that I went to high school and college with still single, still, you know, nobody. If 40s, some of them mid 40s, nothing. Just it's like, all right, well, now you're gonna be sad. You'll be fucking Catwomen.
Yeah, there's a couple that I knew as well who were like that, who were just, they only dated, so they're just suburban girls, just normal suburban girls. Yeah. They went to the normal public high school, and they were pretty. They were pretty, like pretty in the face. But I mean, as soon as you go out on the town, you know, they don't look like much of anything. But in the context of a suburban school, they were like, oh yeah, they never would go out with anyone local. It's only, you know, they just go for footballers or you know, someone with status, and yeah, they end up in their 40s and still single.
Did you guys find that all the hot chicks in high school got very unattractive when they grew up?
I didn't keep up with them, Rob. I didn't stalk them like you do. You do, clearly.
Yeah, I'm trying to think here. It's like, Let me think here. Let me think of the 4 or 5 that come to mind. She got busted.
She got busted.
Oh, some
By that you mean
they just
her
imploded.
face.
Yeah, a
They
lot
got
of them
fat or
just.
something.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. I see these. I saw a couple years ago they all got together because they were all still friends. There's like 10 or 12 of them. They took a photo, and I was drunk. And I just texted, my comment was, I just said moo with like 6 O's. They all unfriended me real fast, but it was worth it because they were so fucking huge.
Oh,
snap.
Yeah, whatever.
Stephen Rockwood asks.
It's not like they're going to fuck me now, you know?
Where did it go? He asked, what's the ratio of bush pigs to normal people, Bancroft?
Oh, bush pig is...
What, 1 in 1,000?
That's like a rare breed. That's a rare... That's like, you're talking the equivalent of a bush pig is like a honey boo boo. You know, type
honey
person.
boo boo.
You know, like that, like a real sort of inbred bucktooth fat bitch. But look, I've never thought Australia is just like this haven of beautiful women. I don't know. But maybe that's just because I grew up here.
Apparently, our accent's really popular overseas.
But isn't any accent popular? I mean, I guess not Indian. Like you come into there, hey, babe, are you going? You want to go out with me? Yeah,
look at
that
me.
doesn't work. Yeah, because people think, oh, I'm going to get with a guy who sounds like Chris Hemsworth. That's what they're thinking.
Yeah.
But like, someone says Margot Robbie. MC says Margot Robbie in the chat.
She's hot, yeah.
She's hot, but when she speaks, it just grates on me. You know, because I've been with Mel for 20. Oh no, it doesn't. I'm just I've been with Mel for 20 years. I'm not used to women speaking an Australian accent. So it just, I don't know. It sounds bogany, even though it isn't. And when you come back to Australia after you've been overseas, it can be shocking. It can be confronting. You know, because you haven't heard it in so long.
The first day I got back from England to Australia, I was walking down High Street in Preston, which is a very ethnic neighborhood. And the first thing I see are 2 7-year-old guys punching on.
Did you say 7 or 70?
70-year-old men punching on.
What? Punching on?
Fist fighting
in the street.
Oh, I that's not a term here. Okay.
Do they have a Woggy accent in Preston?
Yeah. Yeah. You're a super chat from Nate Hallis.
Thank you, Nate, for 10. Thank you. Hal, you two magnificent bogans, and Hal, aloof camel, you fantastic SOB. Thank you so much, Nate. Jaro says, ethnic. They have, so back in the day, we got a lot of Italians and Greeks here. They were pretty much the only immigrants as well as the sort of Chinese. I would say Chinese, probably Asian, you know, Chinese, Vietnamese, Cambodian immigrants here. But the ones that came from Italy and Greece were just all lumped into one thing called Wogs. And I don't know, it was the translation of their original accents to Australian. It became an accent that now is sort of synonymous with certain suburbs in Melbourne, Western Sydney, which is funny because I think a lot of Western Sydneyers are from more Arabic countries, but they've adopted that way of talking. So I guess it'd be like the equivalent of, you know, Italians in the States having their sort of Italian version of an American accent. So we have the Italian version of an Aussie accent, which is like, "Oh mate, yeah, we're gonna go down to the shops. Yeah, we're gonna get like it's like that."
Oh my god, baby, are you okay? Oh,
Oh
dude,
my
can we play that
God.
video?
They
It
say
is
it
too good.
Yeah, that guy. You find that video. That's a like.
I love that. It's got to be my favorite video on YouTube. Oh my god, baby.
Yeah. You think it's a parody, but I don't think it is. I think that's how he was talking. When I went to high school, I had two options because I went to a school that was mostly either Greek or Asian. And it's sort of like a prison yard. You know, you got to pick what side you're going to team up with to be able to survive in the yard. So I hooked up with the Greeks. So I went around with the Greeks, and anyone who's just sort of like me, white Australian, they call us skips. So, you know, all the skips would pick either to go with the Asian group or the Greek group, and they were all like that. And it's funny because, you know, they grow up in Australia, but they don't talk about Australia as if it's their country. They're like, they tell you your country's this and Australians do this. And I'm like, you're Australian. It's like, no, I'm a Greek, mate. I'm not Aussie. I'm not a skip.
I've never heard anyone call someone else a skip before.
Oh, you grew up in a different neighborhood than me.
Dude, this is hilarious. I typed, "Oh my god, baby, lightning," and it popped up first thing. So I'm going to stop sharing and reshare it with audio. Let me know if you can't hear it.
Hey, baby, slow down. Wait for me. Oh, wow, it's pretty rocky here, hey. Hey, slow down on the rocks, baby. It's dangerous at there. Come back here. Oh, my God, baby. The bloody London bot just missed you. Holy bloody fucking my God, baby. Come back. The London bot nearly hit ya. Oh, my God.
It sounds so over the top.
Is that real?
Like,
I love that
real?
video.
You ask, like, can that be real? But then you're like, well, how can it not be? What is he like? Is he making lightning? I don't know. Is this like some super high-end special effects joke? I just don't see it happening. I think that's real.
I love that video. It's even funnier if you read the captions, like the down below what he's saying. It's great.
My God, baby's a here.
How is Enkidu going, Mike?
It's not Enkidu. This is a totally dead. Enkidu is dead for thousands of years at this point.
Jonah from Tonga. I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, you know Jonah from Tonga. Jonah from Tonga is that guy that got in trouble. I think he got cancelled because he was doing all the different, like he was playing a girl.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
And Jonah from Tonga is just like a Tonga kid that he plays. It's pretty funny. I think this is all Rocky.
Chris Lilly, yeah, that's his name.
Chris Lilly, yeah.
What's Camel doing?
Nothing. Relaxing.
Are you gonna do a draw stream this week, Camel?
Yeah, probably. I'll do something. I have a doctor appointment tomorrow, so that'll be fun. And then I'm pretty much open for the week. So I won't do one. Well, I say it now, but I don't know. I most likely won't do one Tuesday because we have the video game stream. We got to come up with a game to play. I don't remember what we had agreed on. We had agreed on
nothing. We had agreed on.
Yeah. No, we remember we couldn't do Gauntlet.
We can't do it. We can't get it to work.
Noran Rad says, who was that Aussie kid who threw that massive party at his house in the 2000s? That kid was the biggest dickhead.
Yeah, who was that? He was like one of the very first viral, guys to go viral. But the way he dressed, I knew people like that.
Corey Worthington.
And they were dickheads too.
He was such a dickhead. Nothing's locked in yet, Antoine. I've still got a couple of people sending in color work, so we'll see how that goes. Yeah.
When are you going to launch your fourth book, Rob?
Not sure yet. I need to get some covers done, and I want to get started. I want to get the colors started before I launch the campaign. So
I'll do a
probably
cover.
A couple of months. Really?
Yeah.
Colors,
Yeah.
or you'll draw one?
No, I said a cover.
Okay.
I'll draw one. You know I can draw. I drew that thing for Malin that I got a 4 out of. So.
That's appealing.
I will not do a cover for you, Rob.
Why? Aren't we good
Well,
friends?
why?
Isn't that what good friends do for each other? I'll
They
do a
do
cover.
covers.
I'll do a cover for you, Mike.
I don't think that's an equal exchange, frankly.
Wow. Ethan says I'm a great artist. So
That's
that counts.
True. Yeah, that's something.
Crackhead says, Rob, have you decided what you're going to have Joe draw for your skullduggery gained commission? Guys, it's really simple. You don't think about what you're going to buy. You just click the buttons quickly. That's all it is. Refresh.
That wasn't what he was asking.
Yeah, well, I want to explain it because you've thrown me under the bus already. And the other thing is, you're not waiting for the countdown to finish. You click and refresh on the page every second until it's live, which it was before the countdown finished, Mike.
Of course it was. He does it. You do it straight away. You don't want to wait until the freaking countdown finishes, and then what? I mean, in case there's something that isn't right, you get about 20 seconds to fix it. So,
but I haven't made up my mind, so don't hold me to this. But I was thinking maybe I'd get him to draw Ghost and Vanessa on the page. That is what I'm thinking, because I think that would be pretty cool. And maybe people would like that. I don't know. Nate says the Aussie gent that reenacted the wild dogs barking in front of his house was fantastic. I love that video. That's a cracker.
I don't know if I'm familiar with that one.
Oh, all right. Let's see if I can find it.
Jamalkin says, I was back off 51 before countdown was even finished. Yeah, that's what people were saying. It was crazy. I felt like I was selling cattle.
Selling cattle?
God, she is put on so much weight. She's a big heifer now, this woman.
Is she?
Yeah, she's huge.
All right, ready?
Microchipped, cleaned up after, desexed, leashed, not allowed on the beaches or in the parks outside.
I can see
certain
this
hours.
being Camel in
So
20
how
years,
is
by
it
the way.
that these two are roaming their neighbourhood, frightening the locals, and the council isn't stopping it?
Now, yesterday morning, I came out into the front yard and the dogs were across the road. And as soon as they saw me, they came bounding over. And I just made it into the front door entry.
I like his wife is like, I gotta live with this.
Well, she's like, I'm used to this.
I love it. That's great. Tracy Grimm's belly. Oh, that's good.
wasn't expecting that.
That's a good one, isn't it? How's this going, Mike?
Oh, slowly. Eventually, once because these are just like I got a panel here and there to do, so I can't really hire a flatter to do it one panel on a page. But eventually, I'll get to having to color full pages, and I'll hire this out. I'll be done with it.
Gremlinton says Australia has those eastern brown snakes, one of the most venomous snakes in the world. So I hear. Yeah, I'm gonna go looking for them when summer comes back around. I'm gonna stream it. I want to stream it. See if I can find a snake.
Did you do that?
I want to see if I can.
I've got I've got video of my eastern brown that I saw. I think on my phone. Let's see if I could find that.
Nice. Mo says that guy sounded like Rob with a plate of ribs.
He did. He totally did. There's a bunny. No, that's not it.
Camel.
Yeah, I was walking down the street. I was walking down a path at the park, and the friggin' brown snake just came right in front of me.
Did we just witness a miracle?
What?
I walk all the time.
Camel got up from his chair.
The Christmas miracle.
Yeah. I had to turn the fan on. It was
that,
hot in here. Yeah. Every now and then I forget about the ruse and my CG grift. I just get up.
Do you reckon like that old barky dog man goes out in public and people ask him to reenact the dog barking? Surely that happens.
He's really big at Christmas parties.
Oh my god, I found old raw footage of my old car videos. Oh, unedited. Why are they still there? How embarrassing.
Everyone don't refund Camel Moon. I know you just witnessed Camel walking. It was all a grift. That's okay.
Oh, I found out one of the special things we're going to do for our 50th Camel Nights episode.
Invite me on the stream?
No, that'll never happen. No. What we're going to do is we're going to watch one of the 30-minute indie movies that I made in place of Dramatize Me.
I like Dramatize Me. It's a good show.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to watch you acting and your friends.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
We are not going to be kind.
It's going to be the worst thing you've ever seen.
Can we watch some now?
No. You cannot.
Just like a trailer worth?
I don't have a trailer's worth.
Like a 30-second clip?
It's all on Vimeo, so I'd have to... Yeah, no, I don't have it. I don't have it ready for you. Sorry, Rob.
My Biggs, Bancroft was so traumatized by that brown snake in his face, it really took patience from Rod to get him past it.
I don't think I have it anymore. This is a real shame.
Oh boy.
He was a good brown snake. He was long, he was big. No. I don't think I saved it. What an idiot. I saw another one. I saw a red-bellied black snake. But I don't think they're nowhere near as venomous as a brown. It's called a common brown.
So racist.
Well, I didn't pick the name.
Sounds like you did. SDA says, I need a stiff one. Don't mean a white-faced dick either.
Oh, that sounds like a good idea. I could go for some scotch. Scotch.
Do you drink at like 4 a.m. in the morning?
I would. I don't carry, but yeah, I have to get bloods done tomorrow, so I probably wouldn't do it.
Are they trying to figure out the miracle of how you walked again?
Like we think it's psychosomatic, you know. We're not sure.
I like this panel, Bancroft.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I mean, Enkidu looks a bit weird the way he's running.
It's not Enkidu. It's Artemis. Obviously.
Oh, his name's Enkidu.
No.
Okay.
This is Isham on the left.
Yeah.
And this is Artemis running towards him. I know what you're saying, Rob, but it's a very small panel. Like it's,
No, I thought Enkidu. You were saying like Enkidu. Like that's how you guys ink in Australia. It's an Enkidu.
Enkidu?
They're an Enkidu.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was like
God.
I got words for everything. You got a coloring dudes, Enkidus.
I can't even fault you for that. That is totally something that we would say. Do a little ink. I would totally say I'm going to do a little Enkidu here.
My daughter was playing Barbie games on her iPad today, and it cost her money, like in the game money, and she goes, "It cost me $100 dues."
Yeah, they pick it up.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Do you know where the dollary dues comes from?
L.
I can't remember. No, what is it?
Simpsons. Comes from the Simpsons. That's what they called it in the Simpsons. It costs you dollary dues.
God damn, Anton, I'm not reading that. Unbelievable.
Enkidu equals a dark turd.
Enkidu.
That's like, that's like you've had
Enkidu.
you've really had a hard night drinking. You'll get an inky turd, an Enkidu.
Oh, bro, you guys are feral.
You call people feral in the States? Like, oh yeah, she's really feral. She's fezzer.
Yeah. Never once.
We don't call her fezzer.
Bitch, twat. Yeah, we use those words, but slut.
Fuck
I wonder how many. Hey, ass fuck.
Ass fuck. Ass fuck.
Oh my god, Camel! I love that
What
part of the
I want to.
video.
What made you think of that? Like, what was the thought process?
Jesus.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes you just I don't know if I made it up. But sometimes you just like you're not a normal asshole. You're like, it's like I have to like kit bash swears and put them together to come up with new terms because I'm so fucking annoyed by your idiocy. Once I said fuck bucket, and I used that because I hit my head on the. I was pulling my art supplies out of the trunk of my car, and the trunk came down and hit me, and I dropped my art supplies. I went all over the street, and I was like, "Motherfuck bucket!"
Oh,
it's just the sound. Like the sound of it works,
Yeah, enough.
CMO, Mo's got to head out. We're about to end up. We're about to end.
Yeah, we're almost done, right?
Old Dirty Fatty says, we don't use the term whore here. We just say Camel's mum.
Oh,
damn. That's rough. That's brutal.
Fine. What did you do, Camel?
I use fuck cards a lot. Yeah. It would be kind of fun going over to America, Mike, and just insulting people there and like seeing what sticks, If they picked up on...
I think mostly people can sort of pick up on it. And a lot of them, like Americans use the term wank now. That never used to be a thing. I don't remember.
Wanker?
No, you'd have a wank. Like this guy's wanking. I was like,
jerk.
I never remember.
Gonna get my jerk.
Yeah, I never remember Americans saying that until very recently.
We don't. I don't. I've never heard of it. Yeah.
It's like us saying have a shag. I can't stand that.
Yeah, we don't.
Australians like they hang out with British people and like, I shagged this chick. I'm like, you didn't say that. You rooted her.
I can't stand it when someone says like, "Oh, can I ask you a question?" Ask instead of like
ax.
Rob. Ask.
Ax. You're saying it.
Ugh. There you go. Ryan says, be careful saying the C-bomb in the US. Women take great offense here. Yeah, I mean, they take great offense here too. If you say that
We
to
just
them.
don't care.
Yeah.
We're cool like that.
Every girl I've ever known ever hates the word moist.
Oh, I know. It's weird. They all hate that word.
And it's annoying because we got some cake the other day and it was quite moist and I had no other way to describe it. And I was just like, she's like, my wife was like, do you like it? I'm like, yeah. She goes, you know, it's not as dry as the other ones. So I'm like, uh-huh. You know, it's kind of
wet.
Moist.
Dripping and juicy.
Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know why it is? It's because women know that they are like degrading themselves when they get into having sex and everything. So they don't want to be reminded of it when they're in their normal state of mind.
But damp is like equally as bad, isn't it?
Damp. Oh, yeah. If you come to think of it, yeah.
I've never been in a damp situation though. Like I've never said it and got in trouble.
Oh, baby. You're
You're
so
damp
damp down there.
You gotta get some bounty to clean that up.
Have you got a
not...
paper towel?
I'll go get
damp,
a sponge.
The
Get a
best
mop.
insult I've seen in a long time was in a meme. And it was someone who said, girl, you're like a piñata. I'd have to be blindfolded to hit that.
I saw that. That was great.
Good.
We've gone past 2 hours, Mike. I don't know how long you want to.
There.
Should we show off the giveaway?
Yes. Have you got it up?
Yeah, I'll grab it now. There you go. You can do it this time.
I do it every time.
Do you?
Not that it's the not that bad .win giveaway. We're giving away 5 prizes, total value of $1,000. The top one is a whole bunch of Cyber Frog stuff. The second one you get Graveyard Shift, but you also get our books as well. So Replicator, Lucent, and Aerith. And then 3rd, 4th, and 5th, you get those 3 books. Well, it's actually more than 3 books. I'm actually throwing in the Crackhead cut as well into that. So it's lots of good fun prizes. But anyone who enters gets a digital copy of all of this stuff. So if you give us your email, if you succumb to that and just type in that email, that's all we want. That's all we ask. You will, at the very least, be getting some cool digital previews of some comics. So please make sure you do enter. And also, at the same time, sign up to Paint to Death, which I've been diligently working on this entire stream.
You broken 700 yet?
Yep.
Very nice.
But probably like 715 or something.
Very good.
So,
cool. Make sure you tune into Camel's channel on Tuesday for what's it called, Camel? I can never say it right.
Shame.
Tune in to be shamed. All shame.
Yeah, it's
all
the all promo no homo video game sleepover show.
That's it.
Yeah.
And subscribe, like, get the bell on, all that good stuff. Subscribe to Rob. He's in a losing battle, really. He's losing the race to 1,000 with Jeremy, but we're still going to egg him on.
I gave up long ago on that. Jeremy's streaming like 3 or 4 times a week. I can't match his output and quality.
And he got 50 subscribers the other day with when he had 100 people in there.
Who did?
Jeremy.
I need subs. You know, I'm at 2,900. I used to be at 2,940. I've lost 40 subs.
Yeah, sub to Camel.
Maybe if you clip the part of you standing up and walking, it will entice people to come back.
They'll be like, "Who's this grifter?" and leave.
Maybe they'll see it as a miracle.
Yeah.
Nate Callis for 5. Fair dinkum show, lads. Good night, all. Have a very good night to everyone. Hang on, you missed a great comment there, Johnny Rando. This giveaway is typical of this stream. Camel contributes nothing. Oh,
he's really copped it in the last 10 minutes.
I know he has. God damn. All right. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Camel. Biggest thank you for all, as always, goes out to the wonderful, incredible, amazing, spectacular, sexiest chat and all of CG. I will see you all, well, in a couple of days. All right. Bye.